BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of this dope cooking show. You know, the award-winning cooking show. That's all I'm gonna say. You know, not one, but two of them. Welcome. We are back for another one, another Tuesday episode. This dope cooking show. Whew, what y'all been up to? Because I've been on the road again. I've been rolling. Wow, so much has happened since the award show. Just been back to back. So thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for rocking with the replays because had to do something, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes life be lifing and had to make sure that I still had y'all something to watch on Tuesday at 5:30. You know, just out here just chilling. Out here just, you know, having fun and everything, you know, just rolling me and my rounds. Look, I tried to let a week or two go by, you know, let some time go by so y'all wouldn't be mad at me, but I mean, I just had to let y'all know, I'm sick, be sick of me because I got these awards. I'm just saying, I got two of them. I'm just saying, be sick of me because I got these awards. Let's see what y'all been up to. I took a trip to go see my parents, go see my family in St. Louis, Missouri. So that was a ball. It was a lot of stuff happened. My cousin got married. I got to see my brother for the first time in like 8 years. Got to see my mama face to face the first time in, I guess, 8 years. My dad, I talk to him regularly, right? Me and my mama have a standing Monday morning call. Every Monday morning, I call her and we talk until we just, you know, ain't got nothing else to say. And I love it, but getting to see her face, my heart is just so overwhelmed. So, you know, as soon as I hit the loo, I had to get my thing. So I had to give me a White Castle, had to give me some fish nibblers, and I had to give me a couple of snacks. I had to get some Chinese food. You know, I didn't get a chance to hit a couple of people. I told some people I was coming, but family stuff got in the way, so I had to handle that. And so I'm sorry, but I'll be right back. Don't you worry about it. I will be right back. So the drive was cool. I left in the middle of the night. Well, not really in the middle of the night. I left at midnight. So we got there like the next morning. After fighting through like morning traffic and all of that, we got there like right at like 9:30. It wasn't a bad drive at all. I like driving at night. It's just me, the state patrol, and the truckers. And apparently other people too, because they was moving and grooving up through that thing. So going through, I took, 75 to 57, 69, something like that. Anyway, it was like straight up the map, straight up through Oklahoma. Oklahoma speed limit was like 65, 55, 45, 35. 35, 45, 55, 65, 70. So it was like 2 hours of that. Once I got through that, it was cool. It was like, all right, I got it. I got a little time, I can open it up. But then once I got to St. Louis, it was like, oh, these speed limits ain't like they are in Texas. So down here, speed limit like 45 on a regular road. You know what I'm saying? They like 35, 30. I was like, ooh. So the struggle was real. I had to. It took me a few hours to get adjusted to that the way the speed limit and not going so fast and stuff like that. But I made it. I made it. Let's see. My cousin got married. Her and her man been together for a minute, and they finally tied the knot. So my little cousin, I was actually there at her christening when she was a baby. So it was good to, see her. Had to check to make sure my mic was on. Hey, it was good to see her and finally, walk down the aisle and everything like that, and see all my aunties and uncles, and I got to see some of my cousins. I went to so my cousin got a barbershop called Franchise Barber in Berkeley, Missouri. So I went and had him go ahead and hook me up St. Louis way. So I was in town. I was kind of just trolloping around. I got my snacks. My mama made a gooey butter cake, and let me tell y'all something. I've done it, but there's no way to do it like my mom does it. So she made Doc the gooey butter cake, and we took full advantage of that thing. You know what I'm saying? Took full advantage of the White Castle. Took full advantage of the Chinese food. Now when I come back, I got to get some of that Ron Ron's black fried rice. If y'all don't know nothing about it, he has a food truck, and he'll pull up at your house and make your food. He'll pull up and make your stuff right on site. I just didn't have enough people to spend what I wanted to and make it make sense. So don't worry, we'll get it cracking the next time. Promise, Ron. I'll be right back. Got my gas station snacks, my red hot rippers. If you don't know what them are, I guess you've been sleeping. But I got some new ones. So we got honey barbecue rippers. We got the original red hot rippers, and of course they already open, so we had to get on into that. I found these, and red hot corn cheese. Hey, look, these are my staples. I had to get them. And then look, my mama broke down the cake, broke it down, little bricks. So we was getting to it the whole time. It's just one of them things. Like I knew I was going to, eat, and I was going to, have a good time. I knew I had to get my stuff, my St. Louis specialties and snacks and things like that. So I might have gained about 3 or 4 pounds, but when I got back in town, I went right back to the gym, and we actually worked out while we were out of town. So it made me feel a little better that I was eating like I was, but it's cool. So, what else? Like I said, I got to spend time with my brother. Got to see my dad. Got to spend time with him and his wife, and just got to sightsee St. Louis a little bit. Just kind of driving through familiar areas and things like that. So I had a good time while I was away, and it was much needed. So back to regular scheduled program, and what I'm saying, just back to just doing what I'm doing, making sure I got some content for y'all. This Dope Cooking Show is award-winning cooking show. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell y'all about this award show. Went in that thing, and I didn't have a clue that I was gonna win something. Didn't have no clue. Thank y'all for voting for me again. I think I said it a couple, 2-3 times, but thank y'all for voting for me because I really, really, was just going to be going. They asked me to present an award, right? Which was cool. I ain't never done that, never had the opportunity to. So I was like, all right, bet I got it. So I went to, that my main purpose was going to support the network. And then I had to present the award. And then, in the presenting of the award, I got an award. Not one of them, but 2 of them. So, okay, enough. I don't really be winning stuff, so I am so excited that I won these awards and just prepare to be sick of me. So, today, on this episode of This Dope Cooking Show, we are doing something pretty simple, but yet, quick. We're going to do something that's going to be flavorful, going to be awesome. So, today, on the menu, we have a teriyaki salmon. We're going to do teriyaki salmon with some sauteed, stir-fried vegetables. Those vegetables consist of broccoli, zucchini squash, yellow squash, red onion. We're going to throw them all together, saute them off real good, throw a nice glaze on it. And then we're going to make our salmon, teriyaki glazed salmon, right? Put that over a bed of white rice. We're going to eat good. Now, I ate a lot. I ate a lot of stuff. I went to a place called, I don't know. I forgot what the name of the place was, but it was a Mexican spot in Dogtown, like Manchester, McCausland area, off 40 in St. Louis, and it was really good. They had a Cadillac margarita. I was like, hey, can you put some strawberry in that? And they was like, well, I guess I can. Yeah. We ain't never had nobody ask that. Let's try to see what happens. Man, shoot, that thing was good. So I enjoyed that. I really enjoyed being there and just kind of seeing how things have developed since I've left. I've been gone from St. Louis 11 years. Might be longer than that. Yeah, 11 years. I've been gone. And going back, seeing some of the changes they made with some of the highways, some of like my old high school got some extra onto the front of it. I was like, okay, check that out. Hazelwood East in the building. If you're not a Spartan, I don't know what's the problem. So yeah, man, I'm just excited. I am stoked. I can't wait to go back and visit, catch up with the people that I was supposed to catch up with, see the people I was supposed to see, things like that. So I ain't forgot about y'all. I didn't forget. I just ran out of time. So 10 hours up, 9 hours back. I was cooking that goose on the way back, baby, because Dallas Cowboys are playing the Saints, and I had to catch that game, 41-19, 21, something like that. Saints came to play. When the Saints come to town, boy, they did their thing. So I wanted to see that game. Football is back, so I am excited. So look, call your friends, tell them to tune in. This Dope Cooking Show is on, and we are about to get started. Teriyaki glazed salmon, sauteed vegetables over a bed of rice. Let's eat. See you back. Okay, guys, we are back. This Dope Cooking Show, the award-winning cooking show on the BS3 Network. I'm just saying, trying to see if I can make a ring. Just want to let you the award-winning BS3 Network, this Dope Cooking Show. Okay, so we're gonna start with our vegetables. We're gonna do something simple. I kind of wanted to do a little bit like a stir fry, right? But I just want to keep it simple. So, I got squash, zucchini squash, our yellow squash, a little bit of broccoli. So we got yellow squash, summer squash, zucchini squash. We got a head of broccoli and a red onion. We're gonna put in that thing. Those three. And so I picked the broccoli because it goes good with that teriyaki flavoring. Oh my God. I'm gonna show y'all what we're gonna use as far as our sauce, but boy, it's gonna be amazing because why? It's this Dope Cooking Show. So we'll start by just kind of cutting we use some fresh broccoli, so we're gonna cut some flowerets off of that. And I guess I need a bigger bowl because the one I got ain't big enough. So let's go to a bigger bowl. And that's no problem. We'll be switching it up. Yeah. So my brother met Zeke for the first time. He's 5. So it's been 8 years. I've seen my brother, right? He was like, man, you got to bring him up here more so I can be the cool uncle. I'm like, all right, no problem. You know what I'm saying? So whatever it is or whatever happened, transpired while, they was hanging out, Zeke says, man, Dad, your brother, my uncle, my new uncle, is the best uncle ever. He's awesome. I said, okay, I'll make sure I tell him that. So my boys love the time they got to spend with their uncle, their grandmother, my mother, and their nana and their papa. So they have been talking about it nonstop. My son has even already called his nana from his iPad. So it is amazing to see that relationship just kind of just jumped off and flourished immediately. Oh, let's see what else, man. How about them Cowboys? They what they gonna do, y'all? What they gonna do? Right? That was a pretty bad loss, but hopefully they can bounce right back or not. So we got our broccoli cut up, right? We're gonna cut up the broccoli here. Spray off our cutting board. So we can cut up our squashes. Have y'all ever had fried zucchini? Man, my mom used to make fried zucchini, and whew, you talking about good. And I really wasn't, that's how she introduced me to some things. We had fried corn one time before, and fried zucchini, man. So we are going to just kind of keep this maybe like at a half moon. I want to dice it up, but since the broccoli is not small, we're just gonna keep it kind of half moonish. And you can use, with this particular dish, this is not something that's set in stone. You can do it how you want to. So you can use whatever vegetables you want to use. I just had a hankering for some squash, some kind of sauteed vegetables or something like that. So that's what I wanted to do. And so that's why I chose this one. And I kind of just wanted to see what that plate up would look like once we got done with it. So we're just gonna have moons, some zucchini squash and summer squash. Those don't take that long to complete. So we keep these going this way. Let's see. So what y'all been up to? What's been going on? Oh, let me tell you about my cousin's wedding. So look, first non-traditional wedding I've been to in a minute, right? It was definitely at a church. It wasn't 100% church music, which I thought was a cool idea. So, we all sitting there and my aunts and uncles, they talking and everybody doing their things, shucking and jiving. The wedding gets ready to start, right? And there's this guy just kind of randomly standing there with this grin on his face. I was like, he about to sing Lord's Prayer. So he's a white guy. And so we all looking to see like what he gonna do. The wedding starts. This guy starts to announce the groomsmen. He started to announce the groomsmen like it was like we was at a WWE wrestling match. It was so hilarious. I could not hide my face, and I could not hide the fact that I was cracking up laughing. The groom walked out, stood mid aisle, and turned around like he was about to go to a WWE wrestling match, and I thought that was hilarious. So this is all the purple onion we're gonna use. We're not gonna use too much of it, right? Because folks don't be liking onions. So I'm just gonna use a little bit of it, but we're gonna use some thicker chunks, right? So we just kind of go here with it. That's what we're gonna do. And just give it a little sweetness, a little flavor to add to that, to what we're doing, right? And the color. So we got a couple green, yellow, add a little red, purplish color in there. That's that. That is that. So yeah, it was. Here we go. That's what we're gonna roll with, guys. What if I gotta? Here I go doing too much. That's how I do on this dope cooking show, the award-winning cooking show. Y'all be sick of me. I promise you. It's all right. So here we go. We're gonna add a little red pepper to that thing. Yeah. Add some more color. I think that's gonna be dope. So we got our zucchini squash. We got our yellow summer squash. We got our red onion. And we're gonna put in some red bell pepper. Red bell pepper in there. Cut up a few big chunks, give it some color. So yeah, my cousin, so this is, I'm like, all right, this is definitely different. Everybody kind of walked down on their own, so it wasn't really much of coupling together, if that makes sense. It wasn't much coupling, so they didn't like walk hand to hand with each other. They just walked down the aisle like single file line, which made the wedding super quick, right? My aunt came out with this all gold sequence gown on. I think the colors were burgundy and gold and maybe pink. I'm not real sure. I gotta ask my cousin when she called. But she came out with this burgundy and gold sequence gown. I think my aunt is like 78, something like that. She's older, one of the older aunts. My mom is the baby. So she came out and it was like everybody was nervous that she was walking down by herself. And so the joke of the weekend has been I'm the only one that's qualified. And it's an inside thing, but man, we have been wearing that out since we got back. We'll be like, shoot, I'm the only one that's qualified. And it had to do with my aunt and somebody walking her down the aisle. So we have been laughing at that all since we got home. On the way down the highway, everything. Like, you getting gas? Yeah, I'm the only one that's qualified. Oh man. So yeah, she made it down. She made it down the aisle and everything. Check us out. This is what we got. And so with this, we're gonna get our skillet hot, right? And we're gonna use this. I found this in the store. Now this is my first time trying this one. Original stir fry sauce. I don't know if it's good or it's not, but we're gonna find out together, right? Cool. So that's our vegetables. I'm gonna wash off this cutting board, move some stuff around, and then we're gonna come back with our salmon, right? So we're just doing a piece of sockeye salmon. It's real simple. We're gonna season it, then we're gonna pan sear it and let it finish in the oven. Okay. Like I said, it's gonna be real quick. So I'm gonna let y'all know how quick it's gonna be. Because I ain't even making no rice. I told y'all about these rice cups when I be meal prepping. These are amazing. I'm talking about this. It's just enough of rice. It's not too much overboard. You heat it up. You know, you turn the little foil off. You heat it up for 1 minute, and boom, you got you know what I'm saying, white rice that is ready to eat, and it's good. Like it's tender. Like it don't even taste like it's like not good. But anyway, I love that. So, and then this is the teriyaki sauce we're using today. This is our Kinder's teriyaki sauce and glaze. I believe that this is I've used this before on some teriyaki chicken wings, and it was an amazing product. There's another teriyaki sauce that I'm looking for, and I can't find it. I may not have went to the right store. I think it's at Kroger. Well, no, I went to Kroger. It might be at Walmart Market, but anyway, it's in a black bottle with like a black and gold foil top. I think it's teriyaki ginger glaze. But this is gonna work today. We're gonna put these all together. These two sauces. This is for our vegetables, and this is gonna be for our salmon. And then I think that's gonna turn out something amazing. So we're gonna get this cleaned up. We're gonna come back and we're gonna prep our salmon, and then we're gonna get cooking. Call your people, see where they at. Okay, guys, we back. You call your friends because we back in this thing on the what? Award-winning BS3 Network, This Dope Cooking Show. All right, okay, enough of that. Look, so we got our salmon on the board right now, right? And one thing I wanted to show quickly, because I know a lot of folks be capping, they be capping for real about pulling this skin off this salmon. It's not as easy as people make it out to be all the time. All right, you know, you see them people slapping on the cutting board, and they put their hand there, and they take the other hand and hi-ya it off. You know what I'm saying? It don't always be that easy, okay? So look, I'm gonna just keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it real because that's what we do on this Dope Cooking Show. I'm gonna show y'all a little trick how I get my salmon off, the skin off of my salmon. Now sometimes, most of the time, I just pull it off like this, right? Get a good little piece going, and then I just pull it off this way. Sometimes I just cook it, right? You can cook it and get it started, and then when you flip this salmon, it'll come off. I did not know that this salmon had skin on it. I thought it was skinless because it said skinless on the package. Maybe that was the reason why it was $7. So anyway, so here we have 2 pieces of salmon. I got 2 pieces of salmon for $7. And guess what? I didn't go to Walmart Market like I normally do. I went to Kroger. So we just gonna keep this simple because this is a teriyaki glazed salmon. And we want to keep the seasoning on it simple, right? So we're just gonna hit it with our salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder. Just hit it with that. Okay. That in there like so, like that. Flip him over. Now make sure you get both sides of that thing. Boom. All right. That's all we gonna do for this one. I know that's crazy, right? But we want to keep it simple so that way we can get the most flavor out of our teriyaki, which is our Kinder's teriyaki glaze. Boom. You see what I'm saying? That's what we're going to do. So that's what we got to do, okay? All right. So what we're going to do is we are going to let that sit. We're going to go over here and then we're going to saute our vegetables, put them off to the side, let them chill. And then we're going to come back and then saute off our salmon, put that in the oven. Wait, no, we're not. We're going to start with the salmon. Yeah, we're going to start with the salmon. We're going to saute it off. We're going to get a nice sear on it, nice crust. And then we're going to put that in the oven to finish with the teriyaki glaze on it, covered, right? And then we're going to saute off our vegetables and get our rice ready. So we're finna cook off our salmon. I'm going to change our camera angle. We're going to cook off our salmon. Then we're going to cook off our vegetables. We're going to let the salmon finish in the oven with the teriyaki sauce glaze on it, covered. Then we're going to uncover it, put it back in the oven, hit him again with the glaze, and let it kind of brown off, right? We're going to take that step little by little, but rock with me. Okay, guys, we back. You call your friends because we back in this thing on the what? Award-winning BS3 Network, This Dope Cooking Show. All right, okay, enough of that. Look, so we got our salmon on the board right now, right? And one thing I wanted to show quickly, because I know a lot of folks be capping. They be capping for real about pulling this skin off this salmon. It's not as easy as people make it out to be all the time. All right. You know, you see them people slap it on the cutting board and they put their hand there and they take the other hand and hi-ya it off. You know what I'm saying? It don't always be that easy, okay? So look, I'm gonna just keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it real because that's what we do on this dope cooking show. I'm gonna show y'all a little trick how I get my salmon off, the skin off of my salmon. Now sometimes, most of the time, I just pull it off like this, right? Get a good little piece going, and then I just pull it off this way. Sometimes I just cook it, right? You can cook it and get it started, and then when you flip this salmon, it'll come off. I did not know that this salmon had skin on it. I thought it was skinless because it said skinless on the package. Maybe that was the reason why it was $7. So anyway, so here we have 2 pieces of salmon. I got 2 pieces of salmon for $7. And I guess what? I didn't go to Walmart Market like I normally do. I went to Kroger. So we just gonna keep this simple because this is a teriyaki glazed salmon. And we want to keep the seasoning on it simple, right? So we just gonna hit it with our salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder. Just hit it with that. Okay. That in there like so, like that. Flip him over. Now make sure you get both sides of that thing. Boom. All right. That's all we gonna do for this one. I know that's crazy, right? But we want to keep it simple so that way we can get the most flavor out of our teriyaki, which is our Kinder's teriyaki glaze. Boom. You see what I'm saying? That's what we're gonna do. So that's what we gotta do, okay? All right. So what we're gonna do is we are going to let that sit. We're gonna go over here and then we're gonna saute our vegetables, put them off to the side, let them chill, and then we're gonna come back and then saute off our salmon, put that in the oven. Wait, no, we're not. We're gonna start with the salmon. Yeah, we're gonna start with the salmon. We're gonna saute it off. We're gonna get a nice sear on it, nice crust, and then we're gonna put that in the oven to finish with the teriyaki glaze on it, covered, right? And then we're gonna we're gonna saute off our vegetables and get our rice ready. So we're finna cook off our salmon. I'm gonna change our camera angle. We're gonna cook off our salmon, then we're gonna cook off our vegetables. We're gonna let the salmon finish in the oven with the teriyaki sauce glaze on it, covered. Then we're gonna uncover it, put it back in the oven, hit him again with the glaze, and let it kind of brown off, right? We're gonna take that step little by little, but rock with me. Okay, guys, we back. We got our skillet heating up. We got a little bit of 100% pure olive oil. That's what I cook with. And we're gonna use a little butter. I got a little bit left in this little parquet thing, so I'm gonna use that after I get that out the way. Don't use that. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, so back to this wedding, y'all. So my little cousin got married. They came down the aisle. The dudes came down like a WWE match. And then the ladies come down. And they start playing some slow little music. I said, okay, all right, okay then. Let's do it. You know, so the ladies come down, my auntie come down, the mom come down. Yeah, so I was like, all right, that's what's up. We doing this thing. Wedding goes on, without a hitch. It was just so amazing to see my little cousin get married. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I watched you grow up. I watched you, you know what I mean? So with this salmon, we want our fire to be hot. We want our heat to be hot on that because we want to get it a good salmon crust on that thing quickly. So I just started off that hot. So anyway, back to my story time. We went to the wedding and everything, and seen my auntie. One of my aunties told my wife, "Jay is rude. I'm your aunt Susan." My aunties on my daddy's side are spicy. You hear me? They don't hold nothing back, and I love it. They've been that way forever, ever since I've known them. Some of them, so we got mild, wild, and spicy. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool. I love it. So my wife got to meet some of my aunties she's never seen before, which was also bomb. Some of my cousins, which were babies or like little kids, now they grown with kids. It was like, oh wow, like look at you. They like, hey Jay. I'm like, yo, like what's up? Like what's happening? So I had like it was a pleasant surprise every time. And then like the church my cousin got married at, I grew up in, um, up until like we moved away. And so it's like a family church, right? But it's still a lot of people that go there, but they are older. So I was like, man, it's so good to see all these people. Like this is amazing. So I had a good time. They didn't have a reception. They opted for a family style picnic. So both sides of the family could come and chill and get to know each other, which I thought was a dope idea, right? At first, I was like, reception. But, the picnic sounded, turned, my mama said it was turned out great. I didn't stay. I got on the highway, come on back so I can be ready to cook for these babies at the school, you know, and, film my episode for this dope cooking show. I had to come back to y'all, man. I probably could have filmed it up there, but I didn't want to. I wanted to enjoy my family. So I did that. As you can see, we got us a good color, right? On that flip, we got us a good color. Look at that. That's what we want. We want that right there. And so we're going to let that go for like a couple more seconds. And then we're going to hit them with with our teriyaki sauce. We're going to put that guy in the oven and let him finish. Because we want to lock in that flavor and we don't want it to be overcooked. So we ain't got too much. Boom, that's it right there. So we're going to pull him off, right? You want to see the other side? There you go. See that other side looking good too. Yeah, man. Yeah. Pull that on. Boom. Check for done this. Now we ready. Shoot, that's quick. Quick sear on that thing. Right? My flatter pan, I don't know where it's at. So bear with me. Yeah. So with this, we just gonna get straight to it. I'm gonna back y'all out a little bit. Oh, too far. We're gonna get y'all straight to a boom. Salmon, baby. Now we done salmon Phillies. This has been a perfect salmon Philly right there. Woo-wee. But we're just gonna drizzle. Let's see, I see that. We're just gonna drizzle the teriyaki sauce on there. It ain't no magic trick to it. We're just gonna drizzle some on there. All over the top of that thing. And this is what we're gonna do. We're just gonna let it cook like this. Not gonna be too long, right? But it's gonna be saucy. It's gonna be delish, right? So we're gonna cover it, then we're gonna come back and uncover it. So boom, we're gonna get that one in. Okay, so while our skillet is still hot from that salmon, we're gonna go ahead and get our vegetables in there, get them cooking. So, you know me, a little more oil on that thing. All right. Yep, get that oil in there. We're gonna go right in there. So this is our vegetables right here, right? And then we're gonna use our stir fry original sauce. We're gonna see. I ain't never used that one. Oh yeah, that smells good. So it ain't gonna take this long, but I just wanted to make sure that I get that broccoli good and kind of coated with that oil. I kind of like my broccoli a little crunchy still, which ain't no, everybody different. You know what I'm saying? Some people want it real cooked. Some people don't. I don't like mine like way overcooked. So this is what I'm looking at right here. What I'm looking at. So this is another one. We're gonna keep it simple with our seasoning mix that we use. Just a little bit, right? Just so that we got a little bit of something on there. We don't want to leave we don't want to leave our total flavor to the stir fry glaze, right? We want to make sure it's got a little bit of character outside of that. So you just keep moving them around to your desired degree of how you want it, right? And so with a stir fry, you want dry heat, high heat, because you want those vegetables to brown, right? So we want the heat to be high, but we don't want to burn it, right? And we don't want any moisture in the pan either, because that'll make your stuff soggy. You know how sometimes you get your sauteed vegetables and then you got that little juice at the bottom, which do be good if you shake it up on your stuff, but you know, you don't want that juice in the bottom of your pan and make your stuff soggy, right? So we want to use the steam to from the dry heat to cook the vegetables, kind of give it a little character, a little smokiness, right? And then that's it. So it's gonna cook up real nice. We already got some brown edges on our squash. Yeah, and we just want to have a little character. But them colors coming to life like crazy. Got that green, that red, that yellow, some more green, the peppers. Like, yeah, it's coming to life like looking good, right? So probably about 3 to 4 minutes, maybe 3 to 4 minutes. We got these vegetables cooked on a higher heat. So this will be a 5 on my oven. I mean on my stove. So yep. This will be a 5. So let the heat keep heating, and then now you could be fancy, depending on who you are. At this stage, you can add soy sauce or some other sauce, like hoisin sauce or something like that. I'm gonna keep it simple with this, right? Because of course I'm watching my calories and stuff like that, so I don't want to do too much, and it's got a lot of sodium in it as well. So I would still got to watch that sodium intake, right? Because it's gonna swell you up, water weight. So we just got a little bit of it, a little drizzle. Then you want to go back to moving it around again, right? Because once you hit it with this gonna brown it even more. But then you're gonna start getting stick in your pan, depending on what kind of pan you're using, right? So we don't want it to be too sticky. I mean too smoky, but we still want to have that flavor, right? So you just use a little bit on this stir fry, right? We're gonna take it off the heat and let it finish, right? Because you don't want to burn it. Let's get over here and check him out. Look at that, amazing colors. Yep, amazing colors on that guy. So that's gonna come down, cool off. Okay, guys, let's get ready to plate this thing up. Let's plate it up. See what we got. I think it's gonna be a good one, but let's see, right? So we got our rice. Now this is a microwavable rice. Takes a minute to cook. That's it. Take 1 minute to get that in there. And like I said, it's hot, but it also, does the trick. That's enough rice right there for anybody, right? Then we're gonna come back with our vegetables, our sauteed vegetables. Okay. And you can drizzle a little teriyaki sauce on that if you want, right? Or not. But, it's your show. You can do what you want to. Can y'all see that? Oh, yeah, that looks beautiful on camera. All right. So then we're going to get our salmon out of the oven. I put the salmon on 400 degrees because I wanted to hurry up and get y'all something to see. You don't have to cook it that high. Like, it's already these two particular little pieces of salmon was already done for the most part when I pulled them out of the skillet. I just wanted to get a little bit more steam, and I wanted to let that teriyaki sauce melt on there, which it did, and it looks amazing. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Here we go. Plate that thing up like so, like that. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. And again, guys, we done it. This dope cooking show. Just a little teriyaki glazed salmon. A little bit on top of there. The green onions for the finish. Yeah. And we done, folks. And we are done. Yeah. Oh, sorry. My bad. Got carried away. Let's taste it. All right, guys. We got another one. Let's see if we did our thing or not. Salmon is fire. That's how I knew it would be. Oh my god. With the white rice. Yep. Some of these vegetables. Listen, I don't know about you, but it's fire. Like I said, guys, some quick, some easy, right? Didn't take you too much time, and you got a delicious meal. And it's not a lot of calories because it's semi-healthy. I'm saying, thank y'all for tuning in for this episode of This Dope Cooking Show. I'm gonna catch y'all next week. I'm gonna finish eating this food because I'm hungry and I don't know what. Oh yeah. So, I think next week we're gonna do a roast. We're gonna do a beef roast, and then on other thing with maybe like a red wine Beurre Blanc sauce. I don't know. Still trying to figure out what I'm gonna put with it. Probably some roasted asparagus or something like that. Ooh, I'm excited for that one next week. But this one, fire. Catch y'all next week. Love y'all. Peace.